Debt is a topic that most of us would rather not think about, but it's something that affects many of our lives in one way or another. Whether it's credit card debt, student loans, or a mortgage, debt can be a heavy burden that weighs us down. But what exactly is debt, and how can we manage it effectively? Let's start with the basics. Debt is simply money that is owed to someone else. When you borrow money, whether it's from a bank, a friend, or a family member, you are taking on debt. This debt comes with a cost, in the form of interest and fees that you must pay in addition to the amount you borrowed. One of the most common forms of debt is credit card debt. Credit cards can be a useful tool for making purchases and managing expenses, but they can also be a trap if you're not careful. Many credit cards come with high interest rates, which can quickly add up if you carry a balance from month to month. Another common form of debt is student loans. With the cost of higher education continuing to rise, many students find themselves taking on significant debt to pay for college or graduate school. While student loans can be a good investment in your future, they can also be a burden if you're not able to repay them in a timely manner. A third form of debt is a mortgage. For many people, buying a home is one of the biggest financial decisions they will ever make. While a mortgage can be a good way to build equity and invest in your future, it can also be a significant source of stress if you're struggling to make your monthly payments. So, how can you manage your debt effectively? One key strategy is to create a budget and stick to it. This means tracking your income and expenses carefully and making sure that you're not spending more than you can afford. You may need to make some tough choices and cut back on certain expenses in order to make your debt payments more manageable. Another strategy is to negotiate with your creditors. If you're struggling to make your debt payments, don't be afraid to reach out to your creditors and explain your situation. They may be willing to work with you to create a more manageable repayment plan. You may also want to consider debt consolidation, which involves combining multiple debts into a single loan with a lower interest rate. This can make your debt payments more manageable and help you pay off your debts more quickly. Finally, it's important to start saving as soon as possible. Even if you're struggling with debt, it's important to set aside some money each month for emergencies and long-term goals. This will help you avoid taking on more debt in the future and give you a sense of financial security. Thank you for watching.